Have you suffered an accident at home? Has boredom got you going crazy? Maybe you even suffered a wrist injury? Well, the Lightning Cave's got you sorted. Just call 111 Lightning Cave today. Hey guys, this week I am doing a list of co-op games that you can play online with your friends. That's simple as that because we've all been restricted for a very long time now. We've probably gotten through our backlog of RPGs and stuff, especially if you've been furloughed. And it's very likely you're going to be looking for some co-op games to play with your mates online. And I'm here simply to recommend the ones I've played and the ones that I've enjoyed. So in no particular order, apart from I'm going to say the best for last, here are some of the games that I've played and the reasons why I like them and the reasons why I think they're good to play with friends online while you're bored. Okay? First up, we've got Final Fantasy Comrades. Final Fantasy Comrades was the multiplayer spin-off of Final Fantasy 15, and I had never played it up until recently. And the store, I believe it's about £8, so really not an investment. And do you know what? It's brilliant. It's actually really fun. Basically, it's kind of like Monster Hunter meets Final Fantasy. You are to go into Lestalem, which is the town, one of the main towns of Final Fantasy 15. You're given tasks to go out and fight monsters and collect their parts, and the whole idea is you're getting power to then power up the town to unlock more areas, to unlock more missions and things. I've played it for several hours, and it's really good. It's got the combat system from 15, pretty much. So you're teleporting around, you're using basic magic, and you're basically hitting circle, I think it is, until the monsters die. It is more fun than that because you've got to balance the healing between you and your comrades. And the awesome thing is you can have up to 4 people in the party. We've done it with 3, so 4 would be awesome. But what I really love about the game is the customization. You can fully customize the avatar you go in as, so you can customize everything: their hair, their clothes, their boots, everything you can think of. And basically, when you're playing, you unlock more. So you can buy more items if you're like anything like me. If you've seen the majority of my streams, I love customizing stuff. That really appealed to me. And also, you can do weapon customization and upgrades. And if you upgrade your weapon in a certain way, it'll unlock a special ability. For example, I upgraded one of the swords or katanas with fire, so then eventually I got fire. Yeah, so then I had my magic attack turn into a fire magic attack, into Fira or Fira, I don't know how it's said. And I really like that. So yeah, there seems to be a lot to play for. There's a lot of areas to unlock, a lot of customization and an actual story to play along, where you're meeting various characters from the main Final Fantasy 15 game. So honestly, if you're a Final Fantasy fan, maybe you didn't like 15, Final Fantasy 15 is a great multiplayer game, and I'm enjoying it much more than Final Fantasy 14 online. But that's not a high bar for me. Game number 1. So this is going to be quick and snap. Next up, something slightly very different, is Worms, Weapons of Mass Destruction, WMD. Pretty sure this was a PlayStation Plus title not long ago, so you've probably got it somewhere in your library anyway. If you're like me, you make sure you purchase those bad boys before the month ends. Basically, it's Worms. But what I liked is I hadn't really played a Worms game since like the PS1, maybe. I think I had Worms Armageddon. And I was playing with Luke, and we just got drunk and played it. And that's the good thing about this game: you don't need any concentration whatsoever, and it's funny because there's no competition. It's just a stupid game about killing each other's worms, as you all know. They've obviously added more stuff in. There's like vehicles and new weapons and all sorts of things you can unlock as you play more and more. But quite simply, it's just a fun game to play when you're a little bit drunk. And yeah, if you've got it for free, give it a go. What also was really good is when the internet was slightly down because they were restricting bandwidth and everything, because everyone was locked indoors. It was one of the only games we could get to work. So Worms WMD. So Final Fantasy Comrades, Worms WMD. What game is next? Okay, next up is Resident Evil Resistance. Resident Evil Resistance is the multiplayer mode that comes with Resident Evil 3. I think you can get it separately as well. And basically, it's like Dead by Daylight or the Friday the 13th game. You're facing monsters. You've got a complete set of tasks to then proceed. The difference between this and those other games that I mentioned is that you've got to get through 3 levels, and there's another person who's playing online as the master or controller, and they are putting in they've got certain cards they can play, and they can put in zombies. They can build up their points and put in like Mr. X, zombie dogs, guns, all that sort of thing to stop you from going through. And what you're doing is quite simple. It's like collect all the the bits to put into this case, which opens a door, or destroy all these glowing tube things. I don't know what they all are really. Again, when I was playing this game, I was a little bit pissed as always. Yeah, that's really simple fun. Now, maybe I wouldn't play this game forever, but if you're looking for a game that possibly all of you own or can own easily, it's a good one to put on your list. Something a little bit different again from the others is Broforce. In case you don't know about Broforce, it's a 2D side-scrolling game where you play as various big action icons throughout history, but they put Bro into most of their names. So instead of Indiana Jones, it's Indiana Brones. Instead of Blade, it's Braid. Instead of Commando, it's Bromando, etc., etc., etc. And you'll be using all these guys. They've all got special abilities, and I think you're taking down terrorists. The whole game's a bit wacky. What's fun is it's kind of got like the Terraria terrain where everything's destructible. So if you destroy too much with your weapons, you're then going to just fall right down and die. It's not tactical or anything, but it actually is kind of difficult. And again, I think this is up to 4-player co-op. This is a huge recommendation. It's dumb fun at its best, and another great indie game shout out from me. Next, a game I've mentioned in the past, and I'm going to mention it again: Call of Duty Warzone. There's no point getting into this game. Everyone's playing it. It's a massive commitment to your hard drive space, but it's also free. It's one of the best battle royales I've played. It's actually the only one I really like, and I keep coming back to it. Also, it's cross-platform. I like that you can just mess around in the map. That it's not all about like getting there and killing. You can drive around in a buggy and piss about. Yes, you might get shot, but ultimately, what you're doing is really fun and worth it. Also, I think I've said this before as well. I can actually kill people, and I could not do that for Toffees in Fortnite or Apex or any of the others. I suck at those, and in this one, I managed to get a few kills before I die, so it feels like it's fairly balanced. I don't think it's because there's a lot of people playing it, or or what, but it's actually quite fun and feels realistic, and it feels tactical, but still feels really fun. And I think that's a hard balance to get sometimes. So yeah, Call of Duty Warzone, just for being one of the best battle royales I've actually played myself. Next, more guns, Payday 2. Payday 2 is always on the store. I think I bought it myself a while ago for like a couple quid. It's always on sale, I mean. Basically, you rob banks and you have to get as much money as possible. But the gameplay is really fun because you have to guard each other while breaking into the safe, so you can try and play it tactfully. You just have to be as careful as possible to make sure that you pull off the heist. And that's again another really brief one. Just if you can get on sale, Payday 2 is worth worth a cup of coffee just to mess around a few times with your mate. Another one which is a bit different from the last two is Overcooked 2. Overcooked 1 is brilliant, but Overcooked 2 you can play online with your friends. In case you don't know, you're in a wacky kitchen which often is changing. There's there's all sorts going on to stop you from cooking your meal. And the whole idea is to get the meals out to the customers before they get annoyed and then earn stars. You have to prepare every item of the meal, cook it, put it all together, and then serve it. But you'll be getting interrupted by like, I don't know, you'll be at one bit on, and you're like in two vans that are separated. You can be. And this is more from number one, but hey, whatever. You're in a ship that's going up and down, it's changing. There's people walking through your restaurant. There's conveyor belts taking the food away from you. It's crazy. I do think you need a marginal understanding of video games and have some controller talent in a way, because it's actually a really difficult game. I've not played it with 4 people, but I think that would make it easier again. Overcooked 2. So second to last on the list are fighting games. Personal favourites of mine are Tekken and Injustice 1 and 2. Basically, fighting games. I'm not going to tell you much more about them, but you can create nowadays. You can go online. You can create rooms where You can play like, you know, winner stays on, that sort of thing, which are always really awesome. If a few of you are good at the fighting game, that is. And you know, some of them have other online modes where you can play together, you can fight together, all that sort of thing. So fighting games, very brief. Last on my list, best co-op multiplayer online game of all time, FIFA. What can I say? If you're not watching the Lockdown League, our career mode battle, and whatever else we got on FIFA, you're making a mistake. You can see from all of these videos, this is a shameless plug of the other stuff we're doing, how good FIFA is online and how adaptable it is. The Lockdown League, we just edited teams on our own devices and then created leagues, so you can kind of play with the systems that are there a bit to then go do your own thing, which is different from what they provide, and that's something I particularly enjoyed. It's just I think you have to enjoy football to a degree to enjoy FIFA, and also it isn't easy, especially online. Lots of people are amazing at FIFA, so you have to have some sort of understanding of how the game works and play it for a while before you can properly challenge online. But for me, there's no better couch or multiplayer experience than FIFA. I could literally spend hours of my life playing this game. Also, hopefully by the time I'm recording this, it's still on offer. You can get FIFA for £8 or £9 at the moment online. I mean, that's worth a try, isn't it? Because, you know, you've even got modes where you can have 11 of you playing together online. What more could you possibly want? So FIFA's my last recommendation. As always, I really do thank you for watching. You know, I want you to subscribe to our channel, and obviously I want you to like the video, but I don't want to be keeping a shameless plug. I just hope you enjoy the content that we're putting out. Hope you won't go back to last week and watch where I got drunk in the garden. That was a particularly good episode. Like I said, I've just started to really ramp up the FIFA career mode battle, and when you watch this, I'll be midway through my Last of Us playthrough. So keep your eyes peeled on our whole YouTube channel for everything else that we're doing, and particularly what I'm doing. I'm doing lots of videos while I'm off, just to try and entertain people. And if you like our content, we appreciate the comment and subscribes thoroughly. See you soon.